That's FH.
I know.
Wow.
Dude. All right, Jared. You give me the cue when we're ready, okay?
What?
You give me the cue when we're ready, all right?
We're ready.
All right, we're clapping.
All right.
All right.
Woo! Yeah! So excited!
Yeah.
In the spirit of the roast, I see Adam. Yeah. So everyone, welcome. The first joke landed.
Hey, what did you just come from the pit? You waited 45 minutes.
Right,
I'm
you
sorry.
just got
Did I
signed.
ruin it?
Everyone, welcome to the roast of Daniel.
Welcome.
The body
Thank you so much.
Daniel the body Dolgicer.
Yo, respect to me.
Yo, everyone, give Danny some respect.
Respect to me. Yeah.
You know, we got a great crowd here. You know, we got some hoes of the show, some hoes of the book. So we really got a great crowd here. So
Getting into it.
So first of all, let's go over some ground rules, okay, for the roast. So first kind of ground rules is we're gonna try to limit side conversations. You know, like it's cool if you're trying to flirt, you know, do it here and there, say you're cute, blah blah blah. But like in the spirit of everything, if you're gonna talk out loud, make it heckling. You know, something that's in the spirit of the roast. Second of all, say respect after each of these ground rules. All right, yo. And additionally, we have roasted chickpeas. You wanted me to say?
Yeah.
Does
Roasted.
it taste like Fritos?
Roasted chickpeas.
Yo, but don't eat too many of them because you'll get jittery. You know, it's too fortifying.
Seriously?
You can explain that. Yeah. Last night after I had to go to the gym.
Too many chickpeas can
Whoa,
be.
you were too fortified. You had to work out.
Yeah, seriously.
All right, and then second of all,
What
yo, we're gonna get mean in here, and it's out of respect, you know. So if you don't have respect for someone, don't be mean. You know what I'm saying? Like if you really don't respect someone, you know, it's kind of harsh. But if all of this is under the assumption that we love each other, and we're gonna, just poke some holes in each other to use the best expression possible.
Nobody's poking holes.
All right, no holes. All right, yo. So as I look around, as I look around, I see some people who have roasted in the past. Like for example, Jared Marks is here. He's back and he's gayer than ever. Yo, we got Ralph here. He's a videographer. He's a Ralph might have shed a few pounds, but luckily for us, he has not shed his chill child fucker persona. So, congratulations to Ralph. It's gonna be backstory of that.
Congratulations, Ralph.
Yeah, and then Nerea, may he rest in peace. So I see we got Jared here. Yeah, everyone give it up for Jared hosting this whole thing. I think we can all agree that Jared's good looking. We can all agree.
Yeah, we can all agree.
Maybe.
No, you think he's good looking.
but very, very stupid with women. Can we all agree?
Yeah.
Agreed.
Like,
Stupid.
when I refer to Jared, like one of Jared's girls as the hand job girl, and he has to say which one, he has a serious problem.
Hey-o.
Yeah. So, also we got Jared's friend group here, some of Jared's Cardozo's friends. Let's give it up to them. Yo, so when I met Jared's law school friends, I was a little bit nervous, I was like, would they like me? Would I like them? Would they be douchey? Would they be kind of elitist? So then when I met Adam, I was super relieved because, I no longer had the worst acne in the friend group.
You still do that.
Seriously, yeah. I mean, come on. I mean, we got our acne scars are so bad that our, the main character of our face is Stanley Yelnats, from Holes.
The main character of our face.
Respect, yeah, the main character of our face. Yo. So we got Scott's here, right? Yeah, we got Scott here. Yeah.
I was late on that one.
We got Scott here. So, Scott's kind of a shallow guy. He loves dating wealthy women. He kind of, he values that above all. So, I gotta assume he's pretty wealthy. Scott, do you guys know if Scott's wealthy?
Not cool. His parents are.
His parents are wealthy. Well, Scott's pretty wealthy, but I think he would be even wealthier if wealth was measured by how much he looked like Kermit the Frog's retarded Jewish cousin.
I don't even know what he looks like.
That's right. Kermit the Frog's. Yo. his chin recedes more than Molly's ex-boyfriend's hairline. And Scott is so shallow that he would maybe even date Molly.
Yes.
Yeah. So we got Chris here. Chris is black.
That's so punchline right there.
That's what I got. Yeah.
Glad got the elephant out the room.
Yeah. Yeah, we got Katie here. You know, glad we're still tight. It could have been awkward. You know, we're still tight. You know?
Oh my God!
Even if you're a little tighter. You know.
Katie's a tight pussy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. You know, Katie's. I think Katie's pussy is still so tight that Ralph could get off while fucking her if his eyes were closed. You pretend it's a child.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, what?
So finally, let's get to the man of the hour, Daniel the Body Dolgicer. Yeah.
Welcome.
What a pathetic piece of shit. Danny is so pathetic that he became obsessed with this concept of alley-oops, which is giving an assist for a girl that you fuck her, because he is so scared to talk to women that he gets his joy vicariously of you fucking the girls that he has crushes on. And to give you an idea of what kind of sick fuck this is, he has repeatedly tried to alley-oop his sister to all of us. Yes! Yeah, and then when I'm like, she's 20 years old, and then when I'm like, no, I think it'll be a little weird, he's like, well, you want me to alley-oop the other sister who's 13?
Cross that joke off all that.
Now I only have one.
You have some...
Is it coming out?
No, you
Not really.
Tilt it up.
All right. That's all I got for now. Yo, Chris, you roasting or
You're
no?
defying the
Molly,
feelings
you good? You good to go?
Yeah! Woo!
Yeah. Next,
Molly.
give it up for our first roaster.
I'm going first?
Yeah.
Nice.
What?
You
Oh,
got-
sorry, it's stripping. Oh my God, don't get it on your nice outfit.
Yeah,
But you gotta
let's
start at the roast with the
Oh, I'm gonna take out my gum.
all right.
Yeah.
Stop.
Come on, you're in white pants.
No, that was some physical comedy.
Did you get on my pants?
Let's
No,
hide.
you're
No,
good.
no, I didn't.
Here,
It didn't.
here.
All right, let's hide the wine bag.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right, and then I'm gonna give the floor to Molly Baltimore, my good friend.
All right.
Yay for Molly!
It's in
Yay!
my hair. It's not the first thing that's in my hair
She came
tonight.
prepared.
There you go.
Okay. Most of you know this, but this is my first time. Is it bad if I read?
Nah.
Okay.
You do you.
Most of you know
Wait,
this,
you
but
can read?
this is my first time actually preparing a roast. I usually rely on the large amount of alcohol in my system and my improvisation skills.
It's true.
But tonight I wanted to do this the right way for Danny.
Thank you so much.
First things first. For those of you who weren't present back at the roast of Ralph, I still don't know how to pronounce your last name, over winter break 2010.
Someone's gotta buy a vowel.
Is it Ungin?
Yeah, respect.
Over winter break 2010, here's a little recap. I was about 30 pounds heavier than I am now, thanks to spending 4 months doing nothing but stuffing my face with dick in Europe. Jared was just as sexy as ever. David Mucky was present and wearing a bow tie. Jared Marks was not gay. And Katie was just as pale as she will be for the rest of her life. I don't know what drugs he was on, but for some unearthly reason, John Lyman rejected my advances and became smitten with Katie. I blame it on the fact that I was slightly overweight, but the past is the past. John, I don't know if you've noticed, but Katie is now betrothed to the King of Saudi Arabia. So I think it's high time for us to finally consummate this emotional roller coaster that has been the past 3 years. I guarantee I give better blowjobs than Katie, and I look less like a ghost when I'm naked. Hit me up after the show. Hey Abdullah, I'm just meeting you tonight for the first time. I could be really racist and make jokes about terrorism and the fact that you're Muslim, but that would be too easy. Instead, I'm going to concentrate on your relationship with my friend Katie. I don't know how you do it. I mean, physically, I don't understand how your penis manages to enter Katie's vagina. Her vagina is so small that it rejected all of Josh Meisel's individual pubic hairs, and they tried everything. So the logical conclusion would be that you have a non-existent wiener, and that you two just scissor each other all day. And by all day, I mean all day. I don't know if anyone else knows this, but Katie and King Abdullah spend all of their waking hours together. But I don't blame you guys. If I worked for a construction company or lived in Astoria, I'd probably take the first thing that came my way too. But I'm happy for you two. Abdullah, you make Katie happy. You give her a reason to wake up in the morning and not get out of her bed or breathe any fresh air for the rest of the day. Sterling. Sterling is so high right now that she thinks Abdullah is actually the king of Saudi Arabia. Jared and Jake. I am going to put you two together for time's sake, and it seems fitting, seeing as you two are basically connected anally at all times. In case you're wondering, which I don't know why you are, Jake is the catcher. I have nothing even slightly negative to say about you two. You are God's gift to earth, and not a day goes by that I don't actively appreciate the positive impact you've made on my life. I'm getting choked up. You jump-started my acting career, and when I'm receiving my first Academy Award, your names won't go unmentioned. Thank you for being gracious hosts always and today, and the tomorrows to come. Now on to the man of the hour, Daniel Dolgicer. We got off to a rocky start given the fact that you support a country that has committed countless crimes against humanity and has pushed a native population out of its home and slaughtered its children. But we quickly reconciled our differences, and for that I am grateful. I know Danny much less than most of you do, but I think I know enough to deliver a relatively fruitful roast. I'm going to use the few things I do know about Danny and assume the rest about him. This is also known as the fallacy of composition. But you guys go to Cardozo, so you probably got those questions wrong on the LSAT. Ladies, don't be fooled by Danny's wardrobe choices. His clothes may remind you of Urkel and his hair of Kramer, but he is quite the ladies' man. He knows just the way to your heart and your vaginas. This is why Danny took up real estate. He doesn't need the money, no. He forged his great-grandmother Edith's will when he was 10 years old and made himself the sole heir of her fortune. Fucked her to death 2 weeks later, becoming a multi-millionaire. Bravo, Daniel. Bravo. No, he doesn't need the money. Daniel sells and rents real estate to unsuspecting young women so he can have empty, lavish apartments in which to seduce them. When he isn't posted up in a booth, scoping out the morbidly obese women that frequent the nearby IHOP, Danny is having sex with multiple women at once, I mean double, even quadruple penetration, in some of the finest residences in New York City. He told me he got so bored of having sex with women that he needed to try something new. I suggested he have sex with men, but he goes, I'm not gonna fuck a guy, that would be obscene. I mean, do you know how much these faggots have to deal with on a daily basis? Sorry, that wasn't the best impression. So that's when he started lathering his dick with peanut butter and sitting among the homeless in Central Park, allowing the pigeons and stray dogs to feed on his erection.
Yeah, man, descriptive.
Yes, I got
literary
You saw that.
He has even stooped so low as to give lengthy presentations and shows to the homeless. They quite enjoy it. One older gentleman described it as the best performance he's seen since Chanel's charity striptease at his local homeless shelter. I'm sorry, it's just your name. You are both admirable philanthropists. Danny, this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship for us. I am happy to have you in my life. Keep smiling, keep shining, and always feel free to come to me when you need a job in the legal field. Thank you, and good night.
Yo! How about Molly, everybody? Those are such nice words. I feel really bad about this joke I have written for you, but it's true.
What?
I feel bad about the joke I wrote for you, but here we go.
Oh, because I was so nice.
You were very nice. This is what I've written.
Very flattering.
Here's what I wrote.
Nothing bad to say.
Here's what I wrote. I wrote, Molly is such an annoying bitch that even though she's a little bit hotter than Chanel, there's not a person in this room that would rather fuck Molly because they wouldn't want to listen to her after sex. That's what I wrote. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I was expecting you to come a little bit harder at me, I think.
I don't talk after sex.
Alright. I'm going to switch. Alright, yeah, so next we have a someone who's very important in the history of roasting.
Jake, can I go? Just because I'm going to...
Someone who's very important in the history of roasting. Berman.
I'm sure that was in the script.
Come on, dude.
I wish I prepared more so I could roast all you motherfuckers, but, I felt I should concentrate all my time towards Danny because,
Thank you, sir.
Berman, I love
it's
you.
worth it. Love you too, Adam.
Good luck.
So, Danny, you know, I really don't know what look you're trying to accomplish with your hair like that. I think you went to the barber, you're like, you know, give me Orlando Bloom from Troy, and you came out looking like Howard Stern after a 3-week coke binge. You know, you love giving alley-oops. I've never seen a guy get more pleasure from his friend fucking a girl than if you were raw dogging a girl. It's you know, I can't contemplate it. And you know, I bet you when you're banging a girl, just to be able to come, you're like, oh yeah, I have a friend who has an 8-inch dog. This is already talked about, but also, you know, you're the only person in the world who alley-oops your sister. You know, it's fine to alley-oop a sister. You know, but it's not a 25-year-old sister. It's not a 20-year-old sister. It's your 13-year-old sister. Like, next thing I know, he's gonna give me a call. You know, yo, my grandma's single now. You know, she's available for you if you want. Yeah, it's everything. Good dude though. World's a good place with you, and very entertaining man.
Yeah.
Go.
Good night, Berman. Go get that money.
That was actually mad charitable. You seem like he's had sex before, so that was a charitable.
I'm so nervous.
How long did it take to write that? That was a good one.
Alright.
That was a good one.
I thought you were going to say something.
Respect to Berman.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
Alright, yeah, next we have someone who's actually very important in the history of these roasts. We have Ralph the Guyen, or whatever. Yeah.
See, it's difficult.
Yeah, I don't know how to say it. So, few words I've written about Ralph. For Ralph, unprotected sex is sex without a ski mask.
That.
Oh wow!
That was.
And one more. Ralph is such a disgusting piece of shit that he bragged about his girlfriend being wet during anal. Congratulations.
What the fuck?
Now.
She had diarrhea, Ralph.
When we welcome to the stage, Ralph Nguyen.
So, Ralph.
Jake.
OMG. What are you doing?
Whose is that?
My rap.
That's mine. Do you want to redo it? Was it that good?
Yeah, that's fucking good.
No.
Most of you know this, but this is my first time actually preparing this. I usually just rely on a large amount of alcohol in my system and my improvisational skills. But tonight I want to do it the right way.
Ralph, you do improv. You can improv.
Drop the accent.
Whoa!
No script, baby. Alright, what do I talk about?
Now what?
Jared, you are such a good-looking
Jared?
It's Maria. It's okay.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah, Maria.
Everyone get the fuck out. You're being really loud and there's no drinking in here. I'm totally She's kidding. wearing a glass necklace.
Yo, Ralph, come
You have a flash
back.
on your neck?
You got a few words?
Family class.
I got a few words with Jared first.
Yeah. A few
Bad
words for
stories
Jared.
are
A few words for Jared.
Oh, we're going upstairs. You want some prompts?
Yeah,
Take your
please.
shit.
Can I get a one-word suggestion?
Yeah, can I get a one-word
Audience?
suggestion?
Oh,
What? Get someone to show.
That's later, Danny. That's later.
I want now.
Ralph, maybe he's got something nice
It's
to say
like the
about Danny.
dessert. You have to wait for it.
Like Jared, if I had to suck anyone's dick in here, no homo, be Jared's. John Lyman's next. Bicep dude. Jake.
Oh, thanks.
Oh my god. So what do you think about the Oscar noms?
I didn't even think I was gonna be here tonight. Because
You're not nominated.
What's that?
You're not nominated for an Oscar.
No, I wasn't. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Legit, dude?
Dude, this was some Michael Bay. Oh, it's good. All right, Ralph.
Wait, I was talking about Danny!
And you went to the Consumer Electronics Show, and he was just like, this is like.
All right, that's a story of how-
His,
that's
and
a
he just like.
Yo, later, bro. The side combo.
Oh.
Lyman, shh.
Yeah. That's the story of how I made Ralph embarrass himself because my 2 best jokes were about Ralph. Alright. Yeah, so next we got Josh Mizell coming up. Right.
Is he drinking a roast?
Should I wait? Because is he not Skyping right now?
He's here, but
He's where?
he's on the phone.
Alright. Should I skip him?
Let's hook up the
Yo,
phone.
dog, he should not be privy to this. You snooze, you lose. I mean, he should come to New York for this shit.
Yeah, you heard that.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. We're gonna skip Josh for now.
I agree.
Adam, you good? You ready?
Wait,
Yeah, I'm good.
is
Josh ready?
no.
Yeah.
Have somebody read his roast.
Alright, wait, do you have the script?
You
Ralph,
have it.
maybe
I
you
gave it
can
to
do that
20 minutes ago.
Pretty drunk. Alright,
Drank a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a surprise.
Box one will do that to a guy. Or anyone.
Alright, I think I got it right here.
Okay.
Alright, so
Myself to Oscar.
I'm gonna get someone to read Josh's roast.
I'll read it.
I'll read it.
Muhammad, yeah. Katie, you're actually.
Am I
2
allowed to do that?
pages from a guy.
Yo,
who
Cutie, get over here.
That
That's
doesn't know
Molly's
anybody
roast
here.
again.
Do it,
That's
Katie.
weird.
That's
Right? Imagine if you bumped into each other.
That's Molly's
Right?
roast. It is Molly's roast.
Oh, really? Then where's Josh's roast?
Yeah.
What you gotta do is sync that up with the
Yeah.
Pink Floyd album.
Go
What?
fuck yourself. Everyone needs to go
Yeah.
fuck themselves. I did not just hear about it. I just watched it. How was
Respect.
it?
So I haven't watched
Cool.
it yet, so I'm.
Alright.
Exactly. So you
Here, Cutie, let's hear it.
So it's like through line.
Alright, Katie. Woo! Everyone give it up for Katie.
Yeah, Katie.
I watched it back.
Cute day. Cute day.
I didn't win. I'm the third one.
Molly.
Per usual.
Hey guys. I'm really nervous to give this speech, so be gentle on me. Please. Alright, let's get started with the big dog. The best friend, Jake Appett. What to say? You have red dots all over your face. Okay.
Here, I'll read it.
You want me to read it?
I can do it. I
No,
can do it.
Give her a chance. Give her a chance.
You like the ladies.
Don't listen
You
to
like the ladies. You're a horn dog. You're such a hipster. You won't eat an animal unless the farmer who raised it drives a Prius. Your lust is insatiable. You're handsy.
What?
Handsy. You're
Oh,
handy. Handsy. You're very handsy. Dave's not here, but that's okay. Dave, whoa! Somebody get this guy out of here. Just kidding, but you do have a few bad qualities. You're a little sissy boy. Every time I see you, I just want to squeeze your face and make you. I'm not good at this.
Wait. Do you want to pass it
Do
off?
you not want me to do
You're
it?
No,
on
you're
the
doing a good
stage.
job, but well,
Jake's
you
not
wanna give it a go?
satisfied, obviously.
You want me to read
You want me to read
French
it?
accent?
You're just
Yeah.
Oh, you get.
Yeah, maybe give it to the French kid.
I can do it.
Okay, give her a chance. Give her a
Give her a
chance.
chance.
One more shot. Katie.
I didn't
Now or
have time
never.
to prepare myself. I'm seeing these jokes for the first time
Alright,
too,
go for it,
alright?
go for it.
Katie.
Isn't the
Make it
goal
happen.
that
Read
you're
them
supposed to
before you
laugh
say
at them?
Pretend that the audience is
Alright,
naked.
Read through it first.
Okay. Alright.
Alright, here we
No,
go.
guys, respect to the ladies.
Every time I see you, I just want to squeeze your face and make you submit to me. You have a slave mentality. Your friends are like your masters.
Whoa.
Let me read the next paragraph.
That's big talk right there.
Burston's
Shit.
not here either.
Yes, go.
No one even knows him.
Go for it.
Okay. Burston. We've hooked up with Samantha Frank, us both. She told me you used to fuck her in a turtle costume or something.
True.
Oh my god. This is
As Donatello or as
When
Michelangelo?
I hooked up with her, I went down on her on the Woodfield golf course.
Oh my god, awesome.
Then, when it was her turn to give me a BJ, she pretended she heard a siren. Now I know how girls feel when guys do that to them on the Woodfield golf course. Firestone is here, everyone, so pay attention.
Woo!
Firestone's shallower than the St. Andrews pool.
Focus out.
Fucking joke.
Jared, just because you weren't popular in high school doesn't mean you have to chase the mirage of happiness that is casual sex with sluts. Now, Firestone, I'm fucking with you. I'm probably just jealous. Seriously, I love you, man, and it's great to see you. Molly, what's there to say? You're beautiful, successful, and brilliant. You go through different phases, improv, swimming, looking like a boy. But some things will always stay the same. You'll always have a meanness in your soul and a penis in your hole. Also, you date a bunch of emasculated Jews. Jared Marks, you son of a bitch. You Jewish son of a bitch. This guy's so Jewish. You're all supposed to say, how Jewish is he? How Jewish is he? Jared's so Jewish, his colleagues at Mount Sinai commit hate crimes against him. He's so Jewish, he could die of old age at any moment.
That was good. That was good.
Sean Singh, you fat fuck. Just kidding, I love you, man. Lyman! So glad you showed. Lyman's sensitive, so I'm not gonna roast him. One summer in LA, I would play basketball a lot with these ghetto Mexicans, and I got to know an obese one. When I told him I was interning at a comedy website, he said he loved comedy. He said, I even do some stand-up myself, mostly just fucking around with my friends, like we'll take a video of one of us biking into a pool. Chanel. That's just the type of retarded shit you would say. Where are you going?
Yeah, I dropped a fortification chicken.
Sam, I want to marry you. I need you more than the moon needs the earth, more than I need food. I would deal with a year-long migraine to kiss you for 1 minute. Oh, if only Sam could hear
Who's
this.
Sam?
Our friend Sam.
Redhead.
She isn't here.
Oh, Sam Rude or OD. Oh.
Yeah.
And he knows how to spell her last name?
Yo, it's beautiful, Danny. I have a photographic memory from Facebook.
Yeah, typical Danny. Typical Danny.
Did anyone see on Facebook that Leah May got married?
Yeah.
And the groom's last name is Roberts, and Zach was the best man, so I think it was like Zach Roberts' cousin. Freaky. Ralph, what's there to say about you? We've been friends since freshman year. You've stolen my passport, duped my girlfriend into letting you share a bed with her, and then made her seriously uncomfortable by creepily giggling all night. Ran a public smear campaign that successfully took away funding from the one thing I cared about in college, and you're fat. I assume right now you're laughing evilly while your head rocks back and forth uncontrollably. And yet, despite your utter terribleness, I seem to keep asking for more, wondering what this beautiful man will become, wondering what noise you'll make next. Stay gold. There's a special place in heaven for a man with a squid mouth. You have a squid mouth?
Got tentacles coming out of him?
I don't know what that means. I'm supposed to go up to you and start yelling, but I don't have anything to yell about, Adam. Adam. It just says go up to Adam and start yelling in his face.
Oh.
There you go.
Because he's loud.
Alright. Danny. Despite our differences, you and I are not so different. We both failed to have sex with Katie Needle. You because you're too big of a dick, and me because I have too big of a dick. You seem very obsessed with having sex. I think that one day you will.
Oh
I went the opposite.
I want you to know that I don't hate you. You seem to have a fearless energy to you. I'm glad you're in my life.
I read that once.
Sam, after looking at you, I can look at an image of Emma Watson and want to vomit in disgust at her comparative ugliness. And you're not just beautiful, you're hilarious. I love talking to you. You understand people on a deep level. Whoa. Goodbye, everyone. See you next year, Sterling.
Yo, does he legit have deep in
I was in one line of that roast. See you next year, Sterling.
You know, I thought that was your roast in the first 3/4.
That was good. That was good. That was good.
Chelsea said the thing about Ralph ruining the champion.
That was really good. Yeah.
Alright, yo.
That was really good. That was solid.
Yo.
Well done. Thank you.
Well done.
Josh, in absentia, well done.
Alright, next up, we got the only guy who could get curb stomped and end up looking better for it. Adam!
Let's go.
Alright.
Apparently that happened.
I'm gonna try my best. I don't know if I'm gonna be good at this because I'm not white, Jewish, or corny.
like everyone else here.
Did you wear your
So.
fancy sweats? I'm not Jewish.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the fresh
You're
sweats.
white.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're a sophomore.
So
I'm
which shows
corny.
Christmas?
You're corny.
Alright, let's see.
Let's hear it.
All whites are corny.
Alright, Jared. There you go. I only got 3 people lined up, so. When I first met Jared, I was like, alright, cool. Cool Jewish white boy. Very rare breed. I'm like, alright, I could be friends with him. But then I started realizing that he's just always online dating. Literally. If anyone's ever seen the movie Bruce Willis Surrogates, it's where there's a future and there's just everybody is in their homes in their safe dwellings and they just go out with robots and meet people. I feel like Jared wants that to happen. Literally. Like, macking it from a computer, that's this guy. Like, you know what I mean? When you think of someone sitting behind a computer, you think of some, like, weirdo nerd that has no game. Instead, you get a good-looking Jew with no game.
Oh, whoa, man, my parents met online.
Alright, oh shit, I fucked up.
Nah, this is solid.
I mean, I moved the thing. I'm not even fucked up. I'm on right now. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's see. Alright, so we had a good start to this semester. Before all of us, he was getting jerked off, and I never met someone who loves getting jerked off so much. It's like, literally, I'm pretty sure that these girls are like, let me suck your dick and fuck you, and Jared's like, nah, chill. Just let me jerk you off. Like, just jerk me off. And then she offers to get some lube or anything like that, but I feel like he likes the pain of it dry. He's a sick fuck. I'm telling you, it's fucking weird, yo. So, let's see. It is true. No, this is all true. I don't make things up. I don't make things up. I mean, he gets so many hand jobs, no wonder his dick started to malfunction, and then eventually broke down like a flat tire.
Wow, that's revealing.
The only penetration Jared's dick's gotten in the last couple of months involves a catheter in his piss hole. And I'm pretty sure he gets more pleasure from that than he would from sex.
Not a hand job,
To be clear.
But little does anyone know, his urethra malfunction was just a cover for him to finally get that penis enlargement that he's been trying to get. Big.
Or at least bigger.
Yeah. Alright, Jake. First, I met you, I was like, alright, he's kind of cool. Then I got to know you. At first, you were that weird kid that sleeps on Jad's floor. And then every time I ran into you, it felt like deja vu because you were wearing the same clothes the first 4 times I met you. I mean, showers are okay. That's all I got for you.
Shower is great.
Let's see. Alright, Chris.
Oh, yeah.
My dude. When we first started chilling, I knew right off the bat me and this kid were going to be boys, and we were. First weekend, it was kind of weird. I slept in his room the first weekend because I locked myself out of my apartment 4 o'clock in the morning when we were eating fucking prosciutto and salami at 4 o'clock in the morning, fucked up.
I feel like it's so long before that.
Jared left us to do some other things.
Tinder. Some hand.
You guys turned that fucking Daisy.
I'm sorry. Let's see. Alright, when I first found out Chris had a kid, I was surprised, but that soon changed. If you want to know why Chris has a son, just ask him how good it feels to fuck without a condom. You'll know why. Dude's eyes light up like a little kid on Christmas morning looking at all the presents under the tree. Like, literally. Like, you know when you think of like a lemon or a warhead and your mouth starts salivating? You just mentioned raw dogging, and this dude's penis just comes little. Like, it's weird.
Another no homo.
I remember when you fucked the girl off Tinder, we were all hyped up and glad for him until we saw the picture of her. She was a 40-year-old black college professor that taught the class that no one liked and was fucking... Alright, you had to see the picture. It doesn't make sense if you saw the picture.
She sounds smart.
I saw the picture. Yeah.
That's
right.
She sounds smart.
Yeah. Alright. No, she was like... Yeah.
Chris! There's so many of them.
Alright, let's see. Alright, Danny.
Yeah, it was good.
Let's finish this off.
Let's read it.
Alright, when I first got the Facebook invite, I saw that it was sent to 35 people. I was like, this must be a fucking mistake because there's no way Danny has 35 friends. But then I remembered it's a roast, And then it was the complete opposite. I was like 35. There's gotta be way more people. You know what I mean? I think there was like random people joining the group that's like, I saw a profile, let me join in on it. For real. We did this joke, but fuck it. I'd say something to piss you off like, yo, I'm gonna fuck your sister, which would normally be an insult, but to you, you'd be like, alright, here's her number. And it's just fucking weird. I think I'd rather be seen walking down the street talking to myself and everyone think I'm a fucking weirdo than to be seen talking to this dude. He's a real estate agent.
Really?
The real estate agent. The question once I found that out was, does the property go down in value if he's the real estate agent? I don't know how that works. It might. I don't know. There's times that I'm literally walking over to Jared's apartment. He lives next to me. I'm walking over there to go hang out because I want to hang out. But then I hear Danny's voice on the inside of the apartment. So I make the quickest 180 you've ever seen. I run, hightail back to my apartment, hide under the covers for a couple hours, and make sure the coast is clear when I come back. It's ironic how somebody who's nicknamed The Body has the body of a 6-year-old girl. And to end it, I never thought someone could make the cast of The Big Bang Theory look like the Jersey Shore. This guy closed it off. My boy, Danny. Hey, real quick, I do like him, and if all you guys know, I fucking hate everybody, mostly everybody that I meet, especially at this school. Well, I haven't met you yet, but I said, well, I've known you for 5 months. You've made the cut.
Wait,
So,
are you
you
that
can
guy
do
from
it.
Jersey Shore?
Yeah.
Right,
Pound that
Molly.
shit.
Pound it up, yeah.
They're hardcore.
He reminds me of
I've never seen The Big Bang Theory. I don't get that.
Sorry,
reference.
we're still recording on this, I think.
Well, you started.
You can
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Abercrombie paid him a sizable 6-figure sum in 2011 to not wear his clothes with their clothes.
Oh yeah, I did know that. Oh my god. That's really funny.
Hey, are you on the roster?
Alright.
Oh, someone's gonna do an
I was
impromptu
gonna ask if I get the
roast.
roster, but it wasn't for a roast.
What is it for?
A prank call.
Oh, really?
Maybe
Well,
after.
after your shit. Alright, yo.
Dessert.
For our last roaster of the night, we have Jared Firestone.
Sure.
There you go.
He's capitalizing right now.
Yo, I got some. Alright, yeah. So I don't know how many people know this, but pretty recently, as was alluded to, the tip of Jared's urethra shriveled up. When Jared was born, they took some of his foreskin. And usually with Jews they just throw all the foreskin away. With Jared, they used some of the foreskin to make the end of his urethra. But then, this is serious, yeah.
Don't tell me that part.
Yeah, but then recently, that foreskin part dried up, and he has to go get surgery. So I have a theory about this. So in order to fix this, what they actually did is they took part of the inside of his mouth and stitched it onto his urethra to fix.
He turned into a Dr. Oz show.
Yeah. So maybe he was so tired of hand jobs that was the only way for him to get a blowjob.
That was great.
My best friend in the whole world, except maybe for 1 or 2 other people, Jared Firestone.
I'll take it.
Rocking his new Laguna pants.
I know. What about this kid?
Where are they from?
Macy's.
Macy's, yeah.
Wow.
Alright.
I like them. Wow.
Alright, I'm gonna kick off my roast with a riddle. So, what's black and blue and red all over? Any guesses?
Newspaper.
Your dick.
Wrong. Adam's face after leaving a Westchester nightclub. Real though. Any
I
night.
spent the night in the hospital, fractured bones in my face. Thanks, bro.
Solid problems. For real though, any night Jake doesn't come over, I hang out with Adam, which means I haven't had a day off from consoling a friend about his acne since September. Can one of you just get proactive and shut the fuck up? Adam is a bad combination of sensitive and short-tempered. He is as known for his blow-ups as Katie's boyfriend Abdullah.
Yo, fuck!
Well, when's that game?
While debating whether to even roast Adam's sensitive and aggressive ass, I went through some of the more memorable times I've had with him.
For example, the first night I ever went out with him, he got kicked out of the club because he gave the DJ the finger when the DJ refused to play Madonna for him.
Wow.
It wasn't Madonna. But
I also thought about the incident where he got beat up, and that whole thing began because he shoved a guy for getting in his way of breakdancing. I even remember the countless times he seemed to tear up while saying, "Where was the invite?" or, "Yo, why didn't you wait for me to walk to class?" From this, I realized it was okay to roast him. As long as I didn't fuck with his ability to dance, he'll be more likely to cry than punch me in the face, which I'm okay with. Molly! Woo! We were all so excited when you broke up with your boyfriend. The excitement quickly faded, though, when Katie told us that you were already dating someone new. It really seems like your relationships have more overlap than Craig's chin.
not pictured.
Not here. I didn't even tell Danny that you broke up with your BF because it was just before finals, and I didn't have the time for the bombardment of questions, requests, and remote hypotheticals that would follow. Danny is so obsessed with Molly that the only reason he was sad about getting turned down from his birthright trip was because he couldn't put this note in the western wall, which says, "Molly, show." The last time...
Is that from that night?
Yeah.
The last time I saw Danny and he didn't mention Molly's name, Jake was still getting breastfed. That was like 2 weeks ago. Speaking of the last 2 weeks, they've been pretty sick now that Ralph lives in New York City. Ralph, you're such a fucking perv. I literally had to plan my 16-year-old sister's visit here around when you were moving to the city. Keep in mind, it's one of the biggest cities in the world. Back to Molly, the second Japanese girl here, aside from Scott Miller. Scott, the amount anyone else cares about how much money some girl you talk to has is less than the average hotness rating of the women Chris is willing to fuck. Seriously, Chris fucked a 48-year-old black woman who somehow looked like Danny. Scott, you're more spoiled than a lot of the food Jake is willing to eat because he's so fucking poor. Katie Needle, I'm impressed that your shy ass felt comfortable enough to bring your Muslim boyfriend to a roast of a Jew, but I'm even more impressed that Scott hasn't left yet due to a bomb scare. True story, one time Scott's selfish ass left the movie theater without saying anything to me because he thought a guy in our row had either a bomb or an automatic weapon in his backpack.
I left with him.
Adam left.
What movie?
Gravity!
Oh, seriously? You got there in Boston?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
Dottie did.
wasn't an Arab person, it was just a person.
Just some
It
guy.
was just some guy in like a Cosby sweater with a backpack.
He did smoke a lot.
I was reading glasses. I was
Yeah.
so high. I left with them.
Anyhow, this was more fucked up than my dick. But in fairness to Scott, he did tell Nick to get out, who of course obediently left the movie theater and went on to spend the rest of his night giving Scott all his weed and sucking his dick. My college roommate Matt Burson is here. Burson once invited a homeless man who gave him drugs onto a Bourbon Street balcony during Mardi Gras instead of taking Ralph up there with him, who he was well aware is a giant pervert and only came to New Orleans for that reason. Burson, you're a bigger asshole than Ralph's after a visit to the Craigslist personnel section. Everything worked out for the best, though, as Ralph went on that night to finger 2 girls simultaneously who recognized him from one of his viral YouTube videos. In fact, Ralph later admitted that that night was more fun than the time everyone gathered in the middle of campus and sang the Star Spangled Banner after Abdullah's uncle was killed.
Oh, wow. Yo, that's profound.
It's a roast, guys.
Oh, wow.
Lyman's here. I think I forgot to copy and paste this joke. Brian, when's the last time you looked to your right or left without having to turn your whole body? Seriously, that guy's neck is stiffer than Danny's dick while listening to explicit details about someone fucking his sister. And that takes me to the man of the hour, Danny the Body Dolgicer, a man who told his sister to wait till January to come to New York, knowing that Ralph will be here and her chances of getting fucked will be higher.
What up?
Seriously, Danny, when will you stop trying to alley-oop us your sister? None of your friends want to fuck someone that looks like you. Except maybe Chris, because he's done it before. Choosing to roast Danny was easier than Chanel. The first time I met Danny was at Tulane when I was a senior and he was a 1-0. A table of about 15 law students were cheering him on as he showed off his giant calves and led them in discussions about sex and dating. He appeared...
I've been doing this thing for years. Yeah.
He appeared to be a leader of men, and I approached his table thinking I would gain invaluable knowledge about these subjects. I did not think that 3 years later, this man would be asking me for pics or video of me getting a hand job from a fully clothed girl.
Nice
That's smart.
1842.
This does not mean that Danny and I have not had instructive and informative conversations about sex. For those who don't know, Danny invented new rules for categorizing sexual activities that supplant the basis system, which is kind of like how the guy who invented track had no legs. The last time Danny got laid, joke about Berman being really hairy. Although I was in a rush. Although no,
Is that like an insert here?
Yeah.
Although no one would believe Danny if he told them about his stuffing a hoe, Danny is quite credulous himself. Recently, we pulled a 3-week-long prank on Danny in which I spoke like a robot while pretending to be Katie's boyfriend, Muhammad. About a week after the prank started, I tried to trick Danny about something else, which he actually caught on to. While rubbing it in my face, he described himself as mad impenetrable when it comes to being tricked. Now he considers himself Chanel. Despite his questionable execution when it comes to them, Danny's lasting legacy will be his love for providing alley-oops. A combination of altruism and autism, these are the adjectives we should remember Danny by when he dies. Respect. Respect, Danny.
Alright. Now I only have one person left to introduce. Danny, the body Dolgicer.
Nice.
You know, just a few last words about Danny. You know, I think it's ironic that your phrase for having sex for a while before we switched to this new nomenclature was give him the daddy. Like, yo, you give him the daddy. You know, because, like, I want to give Danny. I want to give Danny the daddy. And when I say that, I don't mean sex. I just mean the father figure he's so clearly lacking. Which, you know, has eventually, I think the lack of, like, masculine father figure in his life has caused him to try to act super masculine all the time to just cover up the hurt little crying child inside of him. Which is, you know,
I want to hold that child.
Which is, you know, a similar problem to Ralph, who's also trying to hide the hurt little crying child that he was inside of the other weekend. And if anyone has that video, please text it to, you know, 1-800-RALPH stuffed kids. Danny, you know, as Jared mentioned, the prank that we pulled was a 3-week-long prank where Jared used a stupid voice to pretend to be Abdullah. And preying upon Danny's general gullibility and fear of Muslims, we were able to pull it off. You know, but I listened to the recording, and one of the things that, you know, Abdullah was pretending to be mad about was always trying to alley-oop Katie to me. And I hear this recording, and I'm laughing about this prank, and I hear Danny say, like, yo, Abdullah, you better watch out, because, like, Jake's mad good looking, like, you better bring your A game. And I'm thinking, like, here I am pranking this guy, and I'm like, this is a guy you want to have on your side.
True.
Yeah.
It's true.
No matter how stupid you are, man, it's a guy you want to have on your side forever. So I love you, Danny. The floor is yours.
All right, respect. Yo, listen. I didn't know I was gonna have to perform something tonight, but you know, yo.
Perform OS or NS?
Yo, always OS, always OS. You know, no one wants to see me NS, but yo.
No shirt?
It stands for no
New
sex.
school.
New school.
New school of thought. You know, think about like sexual achievements. Yeah, shows, displays, performances, exhibitions. Yeah, that's NS. So like, yo, if I'm going to a Broadway show, that's straight OS. If I'm going to, for example, I don't know, go up to my dad's crib, my half sister's there, she's gonna be like, yo, just walking around the crib, like that's a show NS. That's a show NS. Yo, admittedly, some of this critique tonight is true. I mean, you know, I have an unusual obsession with seeing tits in a group context. Yeah, you know, I mean, I think it's because, you know, I went to a local school, I never did the spring break thing, I never got that wet t-shirt contest, you know, most of the tits I saw, you know, that was a voluntary presentation were just saggy and small, You know, so now I'm trying to make up for
Can
it.
they be
you
small
know.
and saggy?
Well, yeah, they can have a sag. You know, I mean, the Babylons that I prefer, those are robust. They're robust, they're perky, they're bodacious. You know, I mean, the ones that if you take off your bra, mole, you know, they don't sag. You know, they don't droop to the floor. You know, it's you. So, I suspect you have those type of Babylons. You know. Admittedly, mole, I've asked many times. I thought, you know.
I showed my.
I've asked many times for Jared to orchestrate the show.
I didn't show
And I guess Jared, as everyone said, the outer core, he's a good looking guy, no homo. But he doesn't, there's no swag inside, because I keep asking him, dude, just get in the fucking show. Come on, bro, just get in the fucking show. A second, just a second show. Nothing. So anyway, here I am,
Tonight's the night, man.
Yeah, listen, give me some credit. I was in Israel over the summer. I stuffed a grade A++ USDA approved hoe from California, no less. And the proof is that, she put a picture of me and her on my Facebook wall. That's the proof in the pudding. And I got pics and video of me stuffing her from behind. Nah. I did stuff her. She's the hottest chick I've ever stuffed by far.
Literally my face.
I don't want to show you some of the other chicks I've stuffed. Because I've stuffed some pretty fucking brown baggers times 10. The first chick I stuffed.
Let's talk about it.
The black girl on University on the bench.
She only ate my dog. She only ate my dog. She ate. Yeah, I fed and she ate. I fed and she ate. NS. Yeah, NS. The first chick I stuffed, I showed Jared to her once.
I was there.
I
cannot get that out of my brain.
Listen, in my defense, I was really overweight at the time. So was she, back in like 10th grade, I was a little munchkin. So, listen, I mean, it was the best I could get at the time. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I think I stuffed her in the wrong hole. I'm still not sure. But anyway, as time moves forward, it improves. It gets better. Maybe eventually I'll stuff mole. Only on a consensual basis. I gotta hit the gym, basically. and that's my goal for 2014. Get more shows, get more stuffs, feed 24/7. NS. Yeah. And I have a little theory. I have a theory that before stuffing a hoe, you gotta just hunker down. You gotta eat garbanzos, legumes, like sweet potatoes, like wholesome food. And, it works. I mean, after I eat hummus, for example, I can stuff just like, 15 minutes. That's by far the longest I've ever gone. Usually it's 15 seconds.
Been there.
He's roasting himself. I love it. It's not supposed to taste good. It's fortifying. It's wholesome. It's fortifying. It's uplifting. It's rejuvenating. So, the other thing I like to do, my favorite place to meet women is IHOP. Somehow I guess I have more confidence around fat bitches. Because, I guess I just, I'm not so self-conscious about them. I can just say what I want, do what I want. They probably haven't seen dick since their fucking dad stuffed their mom. Yeah, I mean, 2014, I gotta get out of the mindset. I gotta dress sharp, I gotta look sharp, I gotta be sharp on my A game. And, we'll see what happens. Hopefully, Jared can introduce me to one of his Tinder hoes that he hasn't stuffed. Anyw's.
Those exist?
Yeah, they do. I don't think
someone's got a message in. They're waiting to be messaged.
So, anywho's, what else? I mean, I appreciate the roasting. I appreciate the attention. Abdullah, I was a little bit apprehensive about you coming tonight. I was gonna pat you down before you came in, but the first time we met, it was alright. I mean, I was a little bit scared, but I mean, you gotta, my parents are Israeli, so I grew up fearsome of people that looked like you, people named Mustafa Abdullah, the Sultan. I was a little bit just apprehensive about it, but it's alright. And I'm glad that you make Cutie happy. I mean, it's a little bit odd because she looks like snow and you look like chocolate. But listen, whatever works. Whatever works. I mean,
Gotta
yo.
like the bloodline.
Yeah, I mean, everyone comes from Africa originally, right?
Chris.
We knew we'd get you.
Jared, I appreciate you putting together the roast. I mean, what was the probability that at one time at Tulane I was standing on a bench showing off my calves? You would have walked by. But for that event, we would not be here tonight. Yo.
The only reason why.
But for that event, we would not be here
Proximate
tonight.
cause.
Yo, it's the
Yeah.
I know
proximate
how much
cause.
you love your calves.
Yo.
I was impressed
I
with this.
like my calves quite a bit. Yeah, I like my calves. Whenever, like, some girl's kind of like on the fence about it, she's kind of like, well, Danny, he's not so smooth, his hair is silly, he's fucking a douchebag, whatever, he fucks some fat chicks in his life. I just pick up, I just wear capris, turn these into capris.
Whoa!
There we go.
There we go.
Ball sack.
It does look like a ball sack.
No, listen, that is mad hard work. Years of hard work. I go to the gym every day. I walk 2.5 miles an hour on the treadmill, steep incline, straight upside down. Jared saw me at the gym one time. I was on a complete 180, just walking up the wall. But these are the results. These are the results. So
that's likelihood we would have seen you any day showing off your calves?
Well, I mean, listen, I show off my calves a lot. A night is not a night if I don't show off my calves. I mean, that was like the theme of the law school. I mean, if somebody needed to de-stress or something like that, yo, Danny, come through, yo. Chicks used to text me, not to fuck me, just to see my calves.
Danny, we were supposed to spin together, but you couldn't come.
What was this?
That's what she said.
When was this? When was this?
Jared asked me about
I will
it.
go spinning right now.
He would have came, just give him 15
money
minutes.
to see you spinning. I actually said, yo, Jared, get Molly to come, $20. Yo, come on. Yo, no problem.
Wow, that's revealing.
So that was all you, Molly. But if you want to reschedule, just, hit me up.
I said it was
will make happen.
available. You said you couldn't come.
This is not happening, yo.
Jared.
Listen, if you told me you wanted to go spinning, I would drop
Michael J.
everything.
Michael J.
Yeah,
Jared,
no, my cock was literally blocked when we were gonna go. It was literally blocked with like a catheter, and I had to go home to get surgery.
So that's because of the middleman. Yo, listen,
Okay.
anytime you make a request to do any type of physical movement, if I can see you walking, just let me know. I will be there, walking up Fifth Avenue.
Wow.
Yo.
That's where I live, so you could see me there.
Yo.
He's like, I
Hit
know.
me up.
Yo.
Yo.
I
I don't think you want to tell me where you live. I don't want to know. I don't want to have that information in my possession. I don't trust myself with that information.
Dangerous.
If you tell me where you live and you walk out to get some milk late night, you see something like a tent on the side on the
I don't
sidewalk.
often get milk.
Yeah, it might be me. Yo, listen, that's just my fantasy. Anywho's. So, I mean, I guess that's my 2 cents. I mean, listen, I don't know if I have beef with my Zell or if he was serious. I met the kid once, but listen, it was a good roast. I mean, we can do it again. I'll be honest, I like to be the center of attention, negative, positive. Now, let me just be clear. There were a lot of, I want this to be crystal clear. There are a lot of jokes about me not getting any fucking twat. And
Mine was the opposite.
It's weird when you use them.
the truth of the matter
I think that
is,
should be-
I have had sex with women. Actually, a woman. Yeah, I have. I am not a virgin. Okay. Not even close.
I was always pulling for you.
Not even close. But that being said, that doesn't mean that I'm good enough with hoes to not need your help. So you have like a referral. If you want to hook me up with someone, like, I'm open.
PBS.
People are crying right now.
I'm open to the idea.
You're like, yeah, I've been
calls.
I'm open to the idea.
The girl you fucked on the park bench at university. She just
Yo, she's actually in my phone. She's actually in my phone. I'll tell you why she's in my phone. She's the only black chick I've ever done anything sexually, remotely sexual with. And I never learned her last name. She's in my phone as Cora the Black. And sometimes, this was like a couple of years ago, and sometimes if I'm really lonely, I just text her, yo, what's good, honey? I tried to like relate to her. Yo, what's good, Big Papi? But then I remember that's Latino. I'm like, I'm just a little bit out of it.
Also, Poppy means it's a male person.
Yeah, no, that too. You know, I mean, sometimes I just talk without thinking about it. You know, but anywho's fellas, so, you know, here's what I want to happen. I want to go to a diner, we can review, we can digest, someone's going to show NS, and that's going to really make my night.
Yeah.
And yo, Abdullah, I mean, I wouldn't do this without your consent, but Cutie, if you want to show, like, I'm, you know, that's cool too. So.
Pretty sure you didn't ask for his consent.
Yeah.
Don't worry, they're invisible anyway.
Yo,
Last
until I see them, I can't.
No, dude, it's dark out. They'll glow.
Anyways, thank you for coming, fellas. Okay.
Bye, fellas.
Respect.
All right.
To a diner.